Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys, to welcome to our live. Welcome to our live video. So I'm here with Lizzie. She just wants to go out. But we need her for this video. So we need her for this video. So I don't want her to go out. You see, she's a very big girl. Okay. She's a very big girl, as you can see. So um, you're welcome. So this is Lizzie. Lizzie is one of our biggest biggest dogs. Let me see if I can show you her paws. Oh my god, guys. This is her paws, guys. She's she's super big. So I'm just trying to share this space with her. Okay, so you're a breeder, right? If you're here, I want to believe that you are a breeder. You are passionate about dogs, and you want to improve in your breeding skills. You want to know more about dogs, especially dogs um, that you're keeping for breeding purpose. Okay, so you are at the right spot. So I'm going to be using Lizzie here to I'm going to be using Lizzie here to describe a lot of things about dogs and breeding. Okay, so guys, every dog, every female dog, dogs in general have um, different temperaments, different characteristics, and different body structure. This is a Caucasian Shepherd dog, and Caucasian Shepherd dogs are working dogs. They are large breed dogs. Okay, depending on how you bred them, or depending on how you feed that dog, Caucasian Shepherd dogs generally are meant to be huge, giant dogs. So they are classified as large breed dogs. Okay, so it is important that you understand your dog and the qualities of your dog, especially if you're keeping them for breeding. Now let's talk about female dogs that are on heat. Currently, um, Lizzie here is on heat. Okay, so before you breed your dog, or before you take your dog for mating, there are a lot of things you need to know. Okay, so I have been with guys that are breeders that complain that after mating their dogs, after taking their dogs for mating, they mated their dogs twice, three times, but their dogs didn't become pregnant. Their dogs were not pregnant at the end of the day. Okay, so it's very important to learn certain things before taking your dogs for mating. That is if you want to become a serious breeder. Okay, um, so like I said, every dog is made up of its own body structure. So for female dogs, they come on heat twice every year. Most female dogs will come on heat twice in a year, and it means that the spacing would be about 5 to 6 months. Okay, every female dog comes on heat. That is dogs that are not sprayed. Okay, every female dog will come on heat twice every year. That is um, 5 6 months, the spacing. Okay, so if you have a female dog and you're keeping her for breeding purpose or breeding purposes, you have to be very intentional. This is Lizzie. I check her every morning. Every morning I check Lizzie So the things to check would be her vulva. But before then, a dog that is preparing for heat will give you certain signs. Okay? Every dog, most dogs that are coming on heat would give you certain signs suggesting that they are preparing for heat. So Lizzie here, um, as at 2 weeks back, she gave us she gave us certain signs. She was barking, she was making so much noise, she was crying, and especially at night. Okay, she became very, very sensitive to things around her, so she would always bark and always cry, especially at night. So when she started barking and crying, I knew, or I noticed that her vulva was increasing in size. Okay, her vulva was increasing in size. Not just that, she was having some kind of discharge, some kind of discharge um, coming out from her vulva. So that was a sign for me as a breeder to 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 know that my dog is planning or preparing for heat. Okay, so um, that aside, I've given you two signs. Okay, one, your dog might make so much noise. Okay, secondly, your dog might have a kind of discharge coming out from the vulva. Thirdly, your dog might urinate frequently. Okay, your dog might urinate frequently. Thirdly, your dog might take um, large amount of water. We have water for Lizzie here, so your dog might you might have increased taste for water. That is a dog that is planning or preparing for heat. Okay, and what else? What else? Um, some dogs might tend to eat more. Okay, some dogs, because at that point their hormones are beginning to change and adjust, preparing for heat. So some dogs might tend to um, to eat more. Okay, so now your dog comes on heat. Like I said, if you're a breeder, there are things that you must do. You must always check your dog every morning. This is Lizzie, like I said. Come here, come here, come. Okay, this is Lizzie. Like I said, I make sure that I check Lizzie every morning. I come to her cage. Sometimes I bring her out. I check her vulva to notice or to see if there is blood coming out from her vulva. So the very, very obvious sign of your dog on heat would be that that blood coming out from her vulva. Okay, the vulva definitely becomes swollen. Okay, most dogs when they come on heat, the vulva becomes swollen. Female dogs, the vulva becomes swollen. So currently, like I said, Lizzie is on heat. Her vulva is swollen, and she's having blood coming out from her vulva. So it's a good sign. So when you have realized that your dog is on heat, like I said, every dog has its body um, build up. Okay, so some dogs, when they come on heat, when the blood is gushing out, some dogs will clean themselves up immediately. So you might not see blood. You might only notice that the vulva is swollen, but you would not see the blood. So as a breeder, you have to know when your dog begins bleeding. So even when your dog licks or cleans up themselves on heat, okay, because dogs naturally would lick anything blood. So when you notice your dog is on heat, the first day you start counting. Like I said, that is if you are um, keeping your dog for breeding um, for breeding. Okay, so the first day that you notice the blood, you start counting, because most dogs will start ovulating on the 10th day of their heat season. Most dogs start ovulating on the 10th day. So if you do not um, take note of the first day you notice blood, you might get it all wrong. Now, before I go further, Um, the aim of this video is for breeders that are not um, um, are not opportuned or will not be opportune to take their dogs for ovulation test to check the level of progesterone in their dogs when they come on heat, because most dogs, or for some breeders, they would rather take their dogs to conduct ovulation tests so that they can know when to begin mating their dogs. But for me, I do not take my dog for ovulation tests. When my dogs come on heat, I know the first day my dog starts bleeding, so I start counting immediately. I start taking note of the signs. I start counting from the first day that I notice my dog is bleeding. So, like I said, most dogs will start ovulating from the 10th day. So, Lizzie started bleeding yesterday. Okay, Lizzie started bleeding yesterday. So I would automatically start counting from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, and day 10. So I'll start mating Lizzie on the 10th day of her heat cycle. I'll mate her on the 10th day, I'll mate her on the 12th day, I'll mate her on the 14th day, and if I like, I'll meet her on the 16th day as well. And if you want to meet her extra, you can start meeting her from the 8th. Okay, the sperm in the male dog, the sperm sometimes stays up to 3 days, 2 to 3 days. So you start meeting her from the 8th, the 10th, the 12th, and the 14th. And the 14, yeah. So that makes it a total of 4 mating. If you take on these steps, I'm very sure if your female dog is fine, if the male dog is well fed and well treated, I'm very sure that your female dog would get pregnant. That is for sure. So these are some of the tips for breeding. These are some of the important tips for breeding. As a breeder, you should know this. You should know this. So, like I said, Lizzie here is on heat. She's one of our very huge dogs. So, I intend mating her. I intend taking her for mating. By next week, she'll be ready. Okay, by next week she'll be ready. So, that is that. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for subscribing to my channel, sticking around. So I'll see you guys in our next video.